The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset anyone. We ad-lib, paraphrase and imitate to convey reviewed content only. It's a bit of a laugh. Enjoy!
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make.
Hello everybody, welcome to episode 8, series 3 of What's the Script? Chris and me are out of our comfort zone. We're doing this in the PM at night time. Shattered. How are you, mate? Alright?
Mate, no bad. I'm a bit scared because we're losing the light, people. We're losing the light.
I know, nights are fair drawing in again. Oh,
And the
I know, it's dark.
howling wind.
So, listen everybody, thanks again for the shout outs, the shares, the likes, the loves. Last couple of weeks. Big shout out to Seismic Cinema, keep doing it every week. Diabolical, thank you very much as well. If you want to hear four guys have a right good laugh and a deconstruction of a film plot, get on to them. They're getting better with every episode. They're just, camaradary's great. And obviously, my wee pal Tsunami, like him and all his magic. And others like Sean at Review It Yourself, and another million that we listen to, mate, isn't there?
Aye. Much love in the community.
Boys, the boys over at breakfast. All right, hey boys, how's it going, mate? Fucking hell. Oh, that's enough of that. So it was my pick, mate, and I picked a musical. A lot of people say it's not a musical, but I'm saying it's a musical, all right. 1991's The Commitments. Novel was obviously by Toddy Doyle. You know what I mean? That famous writer. Roddy Doyle, sorry. And it's made into a film, and it's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. There was a wee guy in my class at school who had the ability to make videos. He had a double video recorder, and this was one of the ones he done for me. Never had it half. Brilliant.
1991, by the way. See what you see.
Yes.
Bits of Ireland in this. You're like, dearie me.
Oh, it's like Kosovo, in it. At the height of the Troubles. It's well, we'll touch on it as the film goes on. So basically, we start. We're in Dublin, and it's the equivalent of the Glasgow's the Barras. It's Dublin Market, and it's just a massive bric-a-brac in it.
Aye, it's not very welcoming looking, shall we say? You know what I mean? It's like a dystopian future where all the humans are having to come together to sell each other bottle lids and all this to stay alive. You know what I mean?
Bottle lids.
It's just
got a couple of tea towels here. There's one guy, and I don't know what he's selling, but he says to the woman, "Give you a lad for 20 quid." She goes like, "Fuck off." And he goes, "Okay, 3 quid." Some markup. Brilliant.
Oh, brilliant man in it. But it's just...
There's Jimmy in it.
Aye. Jimmy's... Jimmy? Is Jimmy just a wee... Is he just like an Irish stale boy? Know what I mean? Is he just...
No.
He's walking through this market with this duffel bag, isn't he? And it's fault with goods, and he comes up to a wee guy who's... What's he selling it? Is it cassette tapes and all this stuff? And he's obviously trying to, here, have some of these, are no bad and all that. And like he says, the wee guy just goes, "Fuck off."
Wasn't nobody's heard of him, because we find out later that Jimmy's ahead of the game in the music scene. So he probably gave him something that wasn't even popular yet, which was meant to be popular. Typical Irish guy. That's shite. I don't know them. Fuck off. But he's going through the market and all that. And then that ends up he's interviewing himself because he's picturing himself on Terry Wogan, and anybody that knows for Britain, Terry Wogan's show was huge for a couple of decades, man. And Terry Wogan's Irish. It's quite funny because it's a running theme throughout the film, innit?
Aye. No,
Can you tell us about the early days, Jimmy? Well, Terry, something like this. Brilliant.
narrating his own story, isn't he? But he doesn't get any luck in this market, doesn't he? No, because he tries to punt T-shirts and everything, doesn't he? And he just gees up, doesn't he, and heads for the train. Whereupon it must be all the wee ragtag people that all know Jimmy. Oh, it's yourself, Jimmy boy. I'll have some of them off you.
Carriage full of business. It really was quite lucky.
I walked through the market, not a sausage did they get. Then boom, onto a train up the road. All right, Jimmy.
Quite funny because the wee boy that he initially shakes hands with, how are you, Declan? And he gives him a cassette tape. And then the next person goes up, oh, he's got a cassette tape there. I think I'll have a T-shirt off you. Oh, and my man now will have a VHS video. That's what I mean.
That's how I was wondering, is he just like a Del boy? Know what I mean? Because he's got a gift of the gab, know what I mean? But he's got all these just wee bits and bobs in this bag, just ready to sell. Know what I mean?
But we're morphing between him and Flash to This Wedding, and it's when we see Outspan and Derek are part of a wedding band, aren't they? And the guy you're talking about only fools and horses, man. He is Tony without a lisp, isn't he? Because it was only 24 hours from Tulsa. And everybody's getting into it, man, because it's just old school wedding. The Waynes are running about feral. And then, just say, one wakes up an old man, doesn't he?
Aye. There's this old guy, he's sitting on a chair, obviously tired for either boozing too much or eating too much, and this Wayne just runs into his feet. The guy just gets woke up and he's pure startled, and he just pure stares at this wee Wayne and goes, fuck off! The woman behind him, she turns around pure affronted. Oh, Edward's an old bastard, you.
It's mental. But it's the wedding is Imelda's sister who got pregnant and had to get married because she's a good proper Catholic there, but didn't wait, didn't wait right. But Derek and Outspan, who are in the wedding band, have asked Jimmy to come and meet them because they want to start a band, didn't they?
Aye.
Proper band.
Aye. They're talking about how they've got this other band started, this other band ready to go and all that. And Jimmy asks them, well, what's the name of the band? And. What?
and fucking and.
The middle one's got an exclamation mark beside it. Says it'll look good on the posters.
A lot of shite. But while they're having this chat, obviously the band are having a break. And this is the first time we see Deco steaming. He gets up and just grabs a microphone and starts singing along to the record that's playing, which is the Proclaimers' Letter to America. And obviously his voice is fucking tremendous. And Outspan just says, look at the state of that Egypt. And Jimmy, right away, that Egypt can sing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Spotted.
Oh, but aye. Mate, it's not even before that, before the band actually goes for a break. See when he's singing, is it Needles and Fingers or whatever it is?
Needles and Pins.
Needles and Pins, mate. It's so bad, man. It's so bad.
As needles and pins, yeah. But he's right into it. And half the wedding are into it and they're all singing and all. And, on your cell there, son. And we'll be right back, so you guys stay in the groove.
No, man.
There you go.
So cheesy, man. But they end up leaving this wedding, didn't they? And they're walking up the road and they're trying thinking names and all that. Is it? It has to be the something. Is that the fucking Egypts?
I know, the fucking Egypts. But all the best bands start with the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the something. And he says, oh, it won't be the and fucking and, I'll tell you that. But they're saying, what are we going to be playing, Jimmy? And then Jimmy has goes into a wee montage of just a cracking wee speech, didn't he, about we need to sing something that identifies where we're from, we're working class, we're a third world country, we need to pull you up for your bootstraps and grab you by the balls. And wee Derek's pure mesmerised at him. What, 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 what kind of music's that, Jimmy? Soul. Soul? Dublin soul.
Dublin soul. Oh, but they're taking with that, aren't they? And then this is what I was talking about. See, like after this scene, it cuts to like some housing scheme, right? And I swear it's like Yugoslavia, like during the war. It is it's horrible, man.
As I said that before, the Waynes are running feral, aren't they? There's periodic fires breaking out. There's burnt out cars. Waynes are playing and with broken glass and all that. Running about mental. Dogs everywhere.
Aye, the shop is a shipping container with just shop wrote on the side of it. But see, for added security, they've got a German Shepherd on top of the container. Surrounded by barbed wire.
Fuck that camera, get the dog up there. Brilliant, man. So what's happened is, this is where Jimmy lives. And his door starts going because he's put an ad in the paper, like for band members, isn't he, basically, the wee boy.
Aye. First guy shows up. What is it? Are you Rabbitte? He's like, but it's obviously Jimmy's dad that answers the door. And he's like, yes, I am. Just does. I'm here for the ad in the paper. See, this, mate, is just, see the way people behave in this. It's tremendous, man. Like, the wee guy gives his paper so he can have a read at this ad. And this wee guy just starts like breaking into song, doesn't he? He's like, you've got the wrong Rabbitte. And he slams the door in the wee boy's face. Keep him his paper. And the wee guy's laughing in the letterbox. Can I get my paper back, please? Fuck off.
So isn't it? It's just, oh well, had to ask. So, obviously, the first one of, we see Jimmy's family through this, and his sister is combing her hair, and she's the first, well, the most prominent one of the Corrs, the band, Irish band, the Corrs. She's Andrea Corr, the singer, and her two sisters are in it at points as well, and their brother somewhere as well. But I forgot to write it down, even though I read it last week. But Andrea, didn't recognise her, man, just pure young, isn't she?
Aye, could be faced. But this is when Jimmy's dad asked him in it. Oh, so what is it? What's the ad for? Oh, we're looking to start up a band. In the big band. Are you looking for a singer? Just starts singing Elvis, didn't he? And it's
mix up
so
the daddy's brown sauce to use as a microphone, and the two twin lasses are just mesmerising. He's singing to them. Wise men say. Brilliant, man.
The voice is pure
Jimmy
wobbly and
fucking.
everything.
Oh. Do you need a singer? Elvis. I say something like Elvis was God, and he goes like, didn't he take God with a fat gut to die in a fucking toilet? Jesus. You're affronted.
He's being affronted, isn't he? That's blasphemy.
So it goes, there's a wee fast-paced montage of people chapping the door, Jimmy answering it and slamming it in their face, and it's all sorts in it. The first man looks as a pure skinhead guy. And Jimmy's question is, who are your influences? Barry Manilow.
Oh, that was so unexpected, wasn't it? Because the guy's he's got scars and everything down his face. Barry Manilow.
Some people, he opens the door to, he doesn't even ask him a question, slams it again, like he opens the door and it's a Boy George lookalike. Hi, I'm here about the. Oh, yeah, shut that garbage.
Oh, but it's eventually he starts auditioning people, didn't he? They're in the house. There's this mad guy's a mad heavy rocker. He's got a guitar at the back of his head and all that.
And there's there's a wee, the fiddle player, that's one of the chords, wee lassie playing the fiddle, and in the morning the two twins are doing the Irish dancing at the back in the kitchen, it's smashing.
Aye.
And Jimmy's dad goes to the toilet, the house is a strewn with musicians, and he opens the door, and there's a wee mad band in there going, Elvis was a Cajun, he wore Cajuns, and he wasn't a fucking Cajun. That's fucking blasphemy. Jesus.
Oh, mate, it's so good, man. But it gets to this point, there's a wee guy at the door, and Jimmy answers the door, and he's like, right, can you sing? No. Who's your influences? Oh, I've not got any. He's like, well, why are you here then? He's like, oh, I've seen everybody standing in the queue. Really? I thought you were selling drugs.
No. All right. Jimmy says to him, what do you play? Oh, we used to play football at school. No, what instruments? So good, man.
Oh,
So at the end of this montage bit, we've got our first member of the band, and it's Dino, the saxophone player. He's just funny looking, man.
oh mate.
He's always got that one eyebrow up like that. He's got a fucking mad rocker haircut.
Aye.
Quite good.
Because they're in the pub as well, isn't they? And this is when they get their drummer. And they're convincing him to join the band and all that stuff. And he's like, I've got my own drums and all that, but they're in the pawn. Like, fuck's sake, man. Everybody's hard up in this wee place, isn't they?
But they're in the pub talking to Billy. Imelda comes in. And she's obviously the looker of the commitment-ettes. And so, what, wee Derek fancies her right, man. She's there roaring, isn't she? Roared. Brilliant word, man. In that accent. So, it's smashing, man. But Jimmy's on the way home after the pub at night and he goes to the mad wee chippy van. Again, it just looks like somebody's plopped a van in the middle of Zagreb. You know what I mean? How? So, but he knows the lassie that's working in the chip van. How are you, Bernie? Oh, how are you, Jimmy? Can I get a bag of chips? So, I no bother. How much is that? 50 pence.
I know. 50p. Unreal, man. Unreal. Oh.
Good old days. But he asks her to be in the band. He's really asked her because he wants her to ask Imelda.
Aye.
She goes like that. Oh, you're pals with that other lassie with the blonde hair, aren't you? Imelda. That's her name. If you could ask her to come as well. And then she says, my friend Natalie's got a great voice. Aye, bring her. Don't forget Imelda. And then, see you, Jimmy. And then she turns around and starts talking. What do you want fucking Imelda Quirke from tits and fucking Irish? A good actress, huh?
Aye. Aye, she's been in a few things, hasn't she?
Hunters, mate. But the two that I remember is Phantom Menace, right at the start when she drops off Qui-Gon and Obi. She's in the ship and she gets blown up.
Mm.
And Pulp Fiction, we done, remember? She's on the
Yeah.
couch getting stoned.
Aye. Smashing but then we're at this bus station, aren't we? And this is Jimmy going to ask Deco to sing in this band. Asked him about the soup. Oh, it's terrible. Everything's just
Foxy.
bleak. Everything is bleak.
I know. It is. It's brilliant cinematography, to be honest with you. Everything is. There's nothing bright in this film at all. Deco's eating his soup. What is it? Is it nice? And that's Hoxie. What would you recommend? Nothing. It's all Hoxie. What can I do for you? He's like, you were at a Quirke wedding and you got up and sang with like singing a band. And he's like, I got up and sang. I've had fucking 18 mum and blacks, man. Well, you definitely sang. Oh, brilliant.
Aye.
So that's saying they've got their singer. Next thing we know, the pawn shop one day.
Oh, mate, this is nuts, isn't it? Look, the boy's in there and he's playing his drum set in the windy, right? And it's like a pure tiny wee confined space. The woman that runs the pawn shop.
She looks at the end of a rope, doesn't she?
Aye.
Hi, you! Hi, you! Shut it! And Jimmy's like, well, I had to make sure they could play before I bought them back. And he gives her there something as collateral, and it's an ornament, an owl, and a glass case in it.
Aye. She's like, I'll be back for that tomorrow. She's like, aye, that's what they all say. He's like, no, well, it's my mum's. She thinks I put it in for cleaning. Meanwhile, this boy is back at the drums again, innit? She's like, oi, Ginger, shut the fuck up.
Brilliant, man.
Just had
Absolutely
enough,
brilliant.
man. Oh,
So the guys are all in one of the houses and they're watching James Brown videos, aren't they? They're all sitting watching it and watching him on stage, and Jimmy's like, this is what we're going to be doing, lads. This is how you have to measure up. And James Brown does his normal collapse to the knees and all that. Jesus, he's hurt himself. What do they do now? Bring on a substitute. Big
aye.
Deco's, I'm not doing that. I'll kneecap myself. Oh, it's just about the show, man.
Aye, that's it. This is get inspired. This is what we need to be playing. And then this wee guy, wee saxophone playing, he goes, Jimmy, do you not think we're a bit pale? Until we play this music. Oh,
But he says, no, I don't think you're a bit too white. He says, because the Irish are the blacks of Europe. You know what I mean?
aye.
So say it with me, boys. Say it once, say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. And they're looking at him and they're mouthing it, aren't they, to themselves to try
Aye.
and convince themselves.
Oh, it's just a pure deaf, deadpan face, just staring at him like that. Really? Is that really coming your move? Oh,
So then we've got a messenger for God, haven't we, coming to see him.
oh, mate, this is a thing as well, man. Even the Jimmy's dad's walking about the house. I've got a picture of the Pope on the wall, right? And then see above the Pope, it's a picture of Elvis. Oh,
I'll do you one better. Because I had a pal at school, James McGall. His mom's called Kathy McGall. I don't like to listen to the podcast, it doesn't really fucking matter. And she had in the top of her mantelpiece above all the family photos and everything else, a framed photo of Shakin' Stevens. Remember walking into his living room once? I was like that. James like, don't fucking ask, no. Just imagine, this old house ain't got no windows, this old house ain't got no floor. So, but I mate, it's brilliant the way they do it in the film with Elvis is over God.
but
But he comes
aye,
in and
like,
says to
aye,
Jimmy's, what is he doing, he's ironing his trousers, isn't he?
aye, signing his trousers, and it says, "Aye, there's somebody here to see you." Because leading up to this, you've got like Joey Lips Fagan because he's still. But on the way up here, he's crashed his scooter and everything, isn't he? Up this wee lane. It's just pure slapstick.
Anyway, he can't be that daft. He knows not to drive through the main terminal where Jelly lives. It's been a
Aye,
bike. End up
definitely, man.
turning up scrapped.
Oh, because that's what I mean, mate. It's like, so when you're looking at this, like there's random horses walking about in the street, and there's carts, and then there's burnt out motors, and you're like, what's going on here?
I know. The horses, is it working? Or is it going to be glue? Dog meat? I don't know. But Jimmy just, he opens the gate and Mad Joey's in. Ah, God bless you, brother Rabbit. What do you want? Do you need a horn player? You're the same age as me, da. That may be true, but I'm 16 years younger than B.B. King. So as soon as he says that, Jimmy's hackles are up. You've heard of B.B. King? I jammed with the man. What? Shuck off. Among others. And then he rhymes off this list of the great and the good, doesn't he?
Aye,
Fucking
it's a vast body of work he's got under his belt. Ah.
oh, and it's there.
But I like you says, Jimmy's mega impressed with him, isn't he? And he's like, "Oh,
It's
are
a
you?"
bevy of names, mate. It's
Aye.
just fucking. It sounded like you help yourself there.
Oh, that was my gold member coming out. Ah.
Joey talks. He talks the talk. He's been there. He's done it. But he talks with an enthusiasm for the Lord. And he says, "So what are you back in Dublin for?" And he went, "Well, I get tired of the road, and my mammy's not very well." So he's like, ah, brilliant. So he goes back in, and he's there. What the fuck did he want? God sent him. What? God sent him on a fucking Suzuki. Oh,
I
it's
know.
just patter.
Even Joey says that and all. Oh, the Lord has blown me here. The Lord blows my trumpet.
Aye.
Oh, man.
So, they introduced Joe to the other guys, and he says, the Lord says, how did you get here? And I says, as you say there, the Lord told me the Irish brothers need some soul. But then the girls, they turn up, didn't they?
Aye, and
Joyce was.
it's cause like Joey's house. Like, this is what is this all about? What is that place anyway? Is it just like a wee hidey hole or something? Know what I mean?
I don't know, some fucking front door anyway. The lasses obviously haven't met the rest of the band yet. And Natalie, they're going up to the door, they're chatting away like wee busy bees and that. And Natalie just goes, hope some of these guys are going to be roids. Dirty bastard.
I know, because we go up to the door and the law, and they go, look at the size of that knocker.
But Joey's ma's a wee Scottish woman with mad eyes. Just go through and see my Joey. At the end of the garden, you'll see a ladder. The lad, what? Fucking ladder? Chef or not? This time, Deco's talking to Billy the drummer. He's talking about my fans and all that. If I'm going to be doing this, he goes, Mad Billy's like, aye, fucking Deco, the bus conductor. Was that top Deco or bottom Deco?
Oh,
Superb.
but just as they're saying that, they're interrupted. Is it Brian that sees them coming near the fence? He just makes a mad.
Outspan.
He just makes a big announcement. Oh, I've just seen her ass coming near the fence.
Jesus. Just make their way for the windy to have a swatch at the girls. But this time, Joey's told them the name of the band, the Commitments, and they're all like, aye, okay, smashing. But see, when the lasses are coming down and all the guys are like, yeah, up at the window, mad Joey just goes, pats fucking Jimmy in about the shoulder and goes, you've picked well there. Good management, top management, my son. Dirty bastard.
Brilliant, man. I bet it's a wee Bernie. She chastises him, doesn't she? What are you all fucking looking at? And they're all like that. Look, wee boys again.
See, when they divulges and all, the Commitments, Jimmy's all pure chuff goes, it's a the.
But
So the band's sorted. We've got everybody. We have a wee montage of it, didn't we? And they're all having a walking along, just walking along the street, laughing and joking and all that kind of shit. And they're on a bus. They end up having a wee chat, didn't they?
they all need to get into soul music. Know what I mean? Soul is sexy, sexy sells, and they're all that. But like you say, they're all just to get used to soul music in it.
That's it. So Jimmy just tells them they're on a diet of fucking BB King and Wilson Pickett and all the great names. And when the conversation ends, there's a wee bit of silence. And then Dino just sits at me, said to the man at the railroad station. And then they all just join in and start singing. It's tremendous, man.
But it then cuts to Jimmy and the drummer again, gone through Kosovo or something. Know what I mean? It's just there's holes again.
Everybody they meet in this film just isn't it right? They've got one ear higher than the other or something and fucking nose off. It's definitely malnourished.
But Jimmy's on his way to see. I take it it's the local gangster or something. Know what I mean? And again, it's like the Thunderdome. It's like the pit of death he has to walk through to get here. And then there's this guy storing. What was is it? It's a rabbit he's storing me into it. And this Rottweiler has got a muzzle on like Bane. You know what I mean? And it's just this isn't good. You know what I mean? You don't want to get involved with this guy.
Because even Jimmy says, I'm glad that dog's got a muzzle on. He goes, I have to. Keeps eating my bunnies. What you wanting? And it's just gives him a list. It's obviously he's wanting equipment. He's wanting amplifiers and guitars, speakers, the whole shebang, a mixing desk and that. Guy says to him, "That's no problem. What, anything else? Bit of blow?" He's like, "No, but I'd like one of those things for my mum that wakes her up in the morning with a cup of tea." And he just realises he's been a cheeky bastard. And the guy just looks at him.
Aye. But I get it goes into a big montage in it of the band all practicing and all this in it. Oh. And again, it's the saxophone player. He's obviously footing about with his instrument and all that. And the next thing, these two wee boys are looking at him, and he just goes, "I'm black and I'm proud." It stays on this wee boy's face, and he's like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
A wee boy for like the 50s, dressed to a jumper and collar hanging out, and the biggest coos lick you've ever seen in your life, man. Again, not quite right, you know what I mean? So,
Superb, man.
the next thing, Jimmy turns up at this pool hall. It's massive. And he's basically secured up the stairs for practice. And he says to the guy that's running the pool hall, "When your boss be back? Couple of months, unless he gets out for good behaviour." You know what I mean? So he's not meant to be there, but he's done well.
Aye. And the next thing, he's got the band all here, isn't he? And they're all going into this is when they get the piano delivered on, isn't it?
Stephen arrives, but he's on the back of a van playing it. You know what I mean? Out in the street and all that. Brilliant.
Aye. It just seems lawless, doesn't it? But they're all bearing this is what, like Jimmy said. Aye, this is where we come. We're going to practice here. We're going to get the band back together.
When you said lawless there, I just thought about the Irish called the police, and it sounds funny. The Garda. You seen the fucking Garda? You don't see any Garda in this film. Apologies for the island, by the way, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm Scottish. I don't care. But it's the first practice, mate, innit?
Aye, and this is it. This is when they start playing Mustang Sally. And what he says, it's the band are all trying to get cohesive, aren't they? Because the backup singers, the three lassies, they're no into it, know what I mean? Because they're trying to sing with their Irish accents, aren't they? And it just doesn't sound right when they're saying Sally.
Because Jimmy goes like, Joey, sorry, turns up and goes, "Girls, girls, girls, don't sing in your own accents. It's Royd, Sally." He still says it like an Irishman. "It's Royd, Sally, Royd, not Royd, Sally, Royd." But you're right, mate. It's evident they can all play what they're meant to, but their timing's off and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But one thing's for sure, Deco can sing.
No.
But I got into Andrew Strong after this film and a couple of good albums and that. But he's very hard to watch. He's making faces and all that.
Aye. I don't know. I don't know if that was part of the part for us. I don't know. But it's like,
That's the way. That's him. I've seen him live. Aye, that's the way he sings.
Oh mate, it's it's weird. It's weird because he's always doing these mad faces and
questions and all that. But they have a wee break and Deco's at the end of the bar eating big giant cream cakes and the lasses are taking the piss at him. It's like, "I bet he's never done the business. Bet he's never done the business." And then I bet he does it every night. "I've had my share." It's just the camaraderie between them was fucking. It's really, really good.
Aye.
But Natalie does, when he says, "I've had my share," she goes, "Aye, that's why you don't play the guitar. Lost all the feeling in your right hand." Big, questionable look after that.
Mate,
terrible acting.
Was he this next bit? It's Joey sitting with a boy that's playing the saxophone. And Dean.
He's in Winchester.
He's sitting playing this saxophone and all that, and like you say, like Joey's like that. "No, you're not doing it right. Are you imagining it like I told you? Like it's a nipple."
Aye. And he goes, "Yeah." "Who is she?" stays across the street from me. Feel a bit bad. Why? Ah, she's still at school. But that's kind of quickly brushed over.
Aye.
Joey doesn't even chastise him for it. He goes, aye, what you want?
Boo.
Aye, gunjap pedo. Gunjap beast. So Joey quickly shuffles on and says, look, set your sights a bit higher. My trumpet was always this old actress. And it goes like that to him. Right, who do you think? Kim Basinger. Is she, whoa, she's, pick a nipple and start again.
Oh no, man. But
And it works, doesn't it?
aye. But they have another go at rehearsals, don't they? And it gets a wee bit better. Better than it was, not that, but aye.
They're getting tired, but it's sounding better, isn't it?
Aye, definitely. And
Even
the
though,
bold Deco, he's got a towel in his neck and all that, like, like
aye,
a big
he's
diva.
doing all that shit. So Joey just like announces, right, everybody get up, stand in a circle, Rome as they built in a day, turn to the right, pat yourself on the back for a job well done. I've done that. I've done that in fucking groups and all that, team meetings and shit.
Oh no.
Um, but they're not up to speed by any chalk. So the next thing we're in the dole queue, and Jimmy's getting his fucking money into.
And this wee woman, she's like, tell me, James, you've been unemployed for 2 years. You mean to tell me you can't get a job? And he's like, well, we're a third world country. What do you expect us to do?
There's no lying. He's asked her to come to his house, come to my house, walk through the scheme. You'll see where the jobs are. Know what I mean?
Exactly.
Maybe get a job at the Garda.
That's the thing I know, mate. They go back to like Joey's mom's house and see the way she's just sitting in the chair. What a pure creepy fucking I don't know, man. She's just like, oh my Joey. My Joey's a good lad.
She's like a fucking. I thought she was going to break into Victorian nursery rhymes or something. Little silver sixpence coming in the night. But she's all mesmerising. She goes, there's one thing about my Joey nobody knows. They all lean forward as if it's going to be scandal. Wherever he went, wherever he played, he always sent me a postcard. Oh, aye, all right. It's quite as shocking.
But again, it goes to a tower block somewhere else in this scheme, doesn't it?
Aye, it's a wee bit more upmarket. It's a wee bit more Chernobyl.
Aye. But Jimmy goes into
Well,
this.
sorry mate, before we go any further, we, Glasgow has got its fucking tips and all. And see, back in the 80s and 90s, we had some rough areas, man. Do you know
Aye.
what I mean? So I'm no slagging the Irish. I'm just pointing out this fucking mental looking.
It looks so bleak. You know what I mean? That's not talking about. See, like you'll say there's been some bad places in Glasgow in the 70s and all that stuff. This island in 91 looks like the 70s of Glasgow. It's just no. See, at one point there was these wee boys. See, the past time they were just smashing windies, and you can hear the woman inside going, "You fucking hit me there."
That's right. But he's gone to Bernie's house, isn't he, mate?
Aye, and he steps into this foyer, and he walks, and he's supposed to go and get the lift, and there's this wee boy standing with a horse, and he goes, "You can't take that into the lift." He went, "Oh, I have to. The stairs will kill him."
Very matter of fact, don't he, the wee boy? As if,
Come
are
on.
you stupid? Horse up the stairs? Are you fucking mental?
It's so mental, mate.
Oh, it's superb. But he gets to the door anyway.
So mental.
Wee Bernie's ma. Better not call her Wee Bernie because that's another character for a Scottish sitcom we don't like. Don't know where we sell that wee pedo. Bernie's ma answers the door. She's got a baby, like just off the breast, and she's heavily pregnant. And there's other wains running out, just wains everywhere.
Aye.
Bernie's feeding one and trying to iron at the same time, isn't she?
Aye. It's just chaos in it, and that's what Jimmy's up to seeing about. you keep missing rehearsals and all that, and that's just she's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm trying to give him all a horn here. She's like, out of nowhere, this wee boy runs into what is it, an iron board with a big Mount Everest pile of washing.
Watch the fucking Jesus. But Jimmy's a wee bit fucking heartless when he's saying to her because he's angry looking. You've been missing rehearsals. But she's like, don't you fucking dare pat me out of this band. I need it more than anybody else in it. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
My mom's got hundreds of wains and another one the way, and my dad's in hospital, and I'm the only one working and all that. So
Aye.
as everybody's, as a third world country, everybody's having a right hard fucking time, you know what I mean? But do you know what to do? See, when you're poor, just keep dropping wains. That's the Catholic faith for you right there.
Can't get away out of poverty.
Aye. Don't be turning to this money saving condoms, don't you dare. Come to chapel and bang your wife. No in the chapel, obviously.
Aye. That's frowned upon.
That's frowned upon, isn't it? So Jimmy goes to see Steven, who's the piano player, and he's in the chapel. Hey, good segue there. And he's playing on the big chapel organ. It sounds beautiful, man. It's a whiter shade of pale in it. Amazing.
It's tremendous, man. And even the wee priest, he's just sitting listening and then listening to their conversation, isn't he? You know what I mean? And, all right, lads. Oh.
Hey, Father. I never did understand that strange lyric, you know. But it turns out that the priest has got them a gig, didn't it? As long as they advertise that it's Dublin against heroin. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. It's like a charity thing, isn't it?
Aye.
And he's told the congregation about it, and they're going to have it in the local community hall, wouldn't they? But we'll go back to rehearsals again, and Deco, he's getting jealous because the lassies are getting to sing more songs than he is and all that stuff, isn't he? And he's just sitting pouting.
Aye, you can see every real frontman does. Kind of Liam used to do it when Noel started singing and all that kind of stuff. But Deco knows that a joint. I think she's the big I am, and the lassies are singing, and it's sounding good. Everything's sounding better. And then they all start talking about this gig. Some of them are trying to poo-poo it. Okay, it's only a friends and family thing, but I need to start somewhere. You know what I mean?
That's it.
So, aye, whose turn is it for the burgers? I'll get them. I'll come with you, Joey. Natalie goes with him. And then Dean goes out for a fag and sees them winching, doesn't he? But he's just unstealthy as fuck. Oh, oh, oh. What are you gawping at? Nothing.
I know, mate. And it's just like the Natalie bird is nice looking, all right. But see, Joey looks like a guy in his 50s with a massive moustache. And just.
He's there. If you're on the YouTube, that's him there.
Aye.
He looks like Francis Ross's da, you know what I mean? I mean, he's sadly no longer with us. That's because at the time of filming, he was in his late 50s.
Aye.
So, aye, they're away he goes away for the burgers. Dino walks in and announces what he saw, and that kind of starts a wee buzz about, he's old enough to be her da. He goes, nothing to do with you, she can do what she fucking wants. And Deck goes on top of the piano, and Bernie goes there, and he says something, doesn't he?
Aye. Oh, I guess that makes her a slut then, doesn't it? And he's sitting laughing. And like you say, his wee Bernie walks there and just goes, shut it, you fatty. And pushes him off.
You fat bastard. No messing, man. You just hear him at the other side of the piano.
But they're at this community centre, aren't they? And Jimmy has hired some local nut job to be the bouncer at the door. And he's just, again, man.
Michael Wallace. Oh. That's what his name is, Mad Michael Wallace. And he's just a nutcase. You've got to wonder why he's hiring people to do the door anyway, but for a charity fundraiser. Getting set up, and the priest goes like, "Oh, I like their banner. That's beautiful. Pity about the spelling. What? So there's only one E in heroin. Oh no, you little bastard. Jimmy's looking for his brother that made the sign. You fucking gobshite bastard. I'm gonna phone the guard.
Aye, because see when Jimmy announces that he's got Mad Miko to do the door, the boy Dean, he's like, "You'll nick the fucking money."
Mad Miko's banging the fucking mic off his head into his like bang, one, bang, two, bang, one, bang. That's a good strong mic, that.
Oh, bonkers, man. Absolutely bonkers. But the band all start getting dressed up, didn't they? They're all wearing suits and all that to look a bit more fashionable, shall we say? You know what I mean?
See Outspan. He's sitting, let his, get his trousers off, and he just grabs his crotch, goes, "Where's my knob?" Sign of nerves, obviously.
Oh, brilliant, man.
The
Oh,
lassies came out, they look great, didn't they?
aye, smashing. It's aye. They all look the part, didn't they? Know that it's. I'm sure it's is it Dean. It does something pure stupid and cringy here. Because I think what's her name? Is it? What's the last one with the blonde hair's name again?
Imelda, that's right.
Imelda. She goes, "Oh, I hope I don't need to pee in this. If I pull up, I won't get it down." And then he goes there like, "Hey!"
Aye, he walks up there and goes, "You won't be short for volunteers, huh?" Shakes his shimmy in front of her.
Aye, what's the matter with you, man? Oh.
But Natalie, everybody's drilling the other lassies, and Natalie just singles out Jimmy and goes, "What do you think, Jimmy? Do we look all right?" Do you know what I mean? As if she needs his approval. So that's the first kind of glimmer that Natalie fancies Jimmy.
Yeah.
But the next thing we know, Mad Miko's just running about chasing Wayne's in this hall, man. You bastard. Who's something goes something shouts fucking when they go on the stage. Hurry up! Just Miko just pops up and goes, "Who the fuck said that?"
I know, aye, because it's like Jimmy's introducing the band into and he goes to open the curtain and it doesn't work right away and everybody's all giggling and all this. And you're just like, oh, this isn't going to go well. But they start singing the song, didn't they? But as goes on through the film, Deco's ego starts to get inflated on stage, doesn't it?
No, just pure chef's kisses and all that, and everybody calm down, pish.
Aye.
Meanwhile, Derek's at the back of him with the bass, trying not to spew. He's nervous.
Aye.
So
Aye.
they start singing Mr. Pitiful, which is superb, and they're jamming into him, man. It's great.
Aye. Aye. I just, and what I say is, Deco starts getting ahead of himself, doesn't he? He ends up doing something and it knocks out the lassies, and it's like there's an argument in the middle of the song and all this, isn't it? Like you're going to apologise to the girls after this, but they get back, they get back round it, didn't they? Or if I like you says, Mad Miko, he's chasing Wayne's left and right and all that, pinning me guys up against the wall and all that.
No,
And then
fucking warned you.
the bit I had completely forgot about, right? So the lassies come forward and they start singing, and like Deco actually does, like Liam Gallagher does, just sits down and starts hitting the tambourine or whatever half he sing me. But there's a wee guy throws a pair of pants.
Aye. Which again, because of the theme of this film, they're no white. I
No.
think they were meant to be. They were white at the start of their life, but they've been boiled, endlessly boiled. They're men's white briefs. They start laughing and all that. Deco even says at the mic to, "I hope, do you like my band?" And they're all fucking raging with him, so they're.
That's it.
But there's a wee fat lassie just greeting me laughter at everything.
Aye.
But Natalie's amazing. See when the lassies are singing, Natalie's fucking superb. She gets caught up in the music and lost. And the other two just look at her as if, fucking,
Aye. But Jimmy's wee sisters go there, didn't they? And get Jimmy's dad, and then he ends up coming there. And you see him, he starts getting right into it, didn't he?
Why'd I get in the pub? Mum sent us over for money for Cokes and crisps. What? You're staying there? Yes, they're really good. Really good, honestly. He goes like, "Oh well, how much do you want for Coke and crisps?" £1. For Coke and crisps? It's £1, mate. Oh, Jesus.
Uh,
Like you say, he goes there and he's behind Jimmy, isn't he, man? It's funny.
aye. Starts getting right into it, doesn't he? But the gig continues on that, but I guess like again, Deco he just ruins it because he ends up getting his mic stand into it, and it ends up hitting the boy that's trying not to make himself sick, and he ends up getting electrocuted. You know what I mean? And it's just that's the end of the show. Speakers blowing, all that stuff. They're in this hospital, aren't they? Going, aye, we'll be famous after this. I mean, he's died on stage.
Sell millions of records. So, it's quite funny. But Jimmy, Derek's alright, he gets wheeled out. And he says, my fucking hair was standing up. Your hair always stands up. Not fucking all of it. So the next thing, Jimmy's walking out, spanning Derek back home through the scheme. And Derek and Outspan are kind of playing down how good they were.
Mhm.
And Jimmy's just goes like, listen, use your pair of muppets, you know what I mean? There was parts of there you were hot. You need to
Aye.
start looking forward for the big picture, and unless you want to fucking pack frozen tickets for the rest of your life, you know what I mean?
That's it. But and then another wee bit, Jimmy lying in his bed, interviewing himself again, imagining that it's Terry Wogan into it. And he's like, oh, it's the sex, Terry. And then his wee brother comes up for the bunk bed. Sex? He's like, shut up, you. I'm getting interviewed.
Like, this happens all the time. So
Oh,
we're in Joy's house, and his wee ma's playing the fiddle, and then she's in the front room playing the fiddle with big mad gazing eyes, and then you just see Joey in the dark of his bedroom, and he puts on Shaft, doesn't he?
aye.
Then leans there, obviously a lassie, who you think's going to be Natalie, and he starts talking, hey mama. It's fucking creepy, man. It's
I'm gonna do things to you. Gonna get in
gonna
there,
give you
pass deep black.
squeal like a pig, boy. You got purr skin. But he's talking away, and it's
Always.
the face that comes up isn't Natalie's, it's wee Bernie. Jamie, you shut the fuck up. Who's man? It's everybody. Shaft. Damn right. I don't know Shaft.
Oh, but but as you just see, is it Natalie? Aye, Natalie, and they're walking down the street and they're talking about people with talking about us and no fancies and all that. And that's again, Natalie goes on to talk about Jimmy. Know what I mean? And then they're like, you think Jimmy might be a bit? Oh no, because he smells nice.
Aye, Natalie, exactly. He's got a nice little arse. She's always got a good smell on him. Shut yourself. Fucking hell, man. But next thing you know, Deco, we're in the practice bit again, and Deco starts fucking about on the drums, didn't he, man? And upsets the Wayne that was trying to get Rock to sleep, and he's just a big pest, nuisance, fucking untactless bastard, isn't he?
I just acts like a complete arsehole. You know what I mean? He's getting everybody's back up on us. But they eventually start getting back to practice, then to rehearsals and all that, and they're singing this song while this wee Wayne in a pram is screaming the Houston.
Stephen's playing the piano, goes, at least the little babby's in key. But they find out that Wilson Pickett's coming to Ireland, so that's the big reveal that he's going to be playing in their hometown. Next thing we know, Imelda comes in and says that she can't make the next gig because she's going to a family holiday in a caravan, isn't she?
Aye. And Jimmy's no best pleased about it and all that, isn't he? But then it cuts to another scene and Joey's talking to Jimmy's dad. Oh, yeah, I met Elvis. And he's like, he goes, one of his wee girls or something was sick doing my trumpet and all that. You know, the big man, he took it, run it under some water, cleaned it, and he was like, sorry about that. And then Jimmy's dad goes, Jesus Christ.
See? But then he goes like, Jimmy, dude, Joey, please tell me in all seriousness, all the time you're with the king, did you ever see him taking any drugs? And Joey's like, Never, not once. And he's all chuffing at you. See, tell you, told you, and you little bastard, you fucking.
Jimmy's mom, oh, she's like, oh Jesus, like it's.
I know. I was surprised he never fucking. Oh Jesus, he never took a drug. Jesus, brilliant man.
So good fun. Oh, brilliant. Oh, but it gets to Imelda's away on holiday with her family, isn't she? And just as they're about to leave, she decides, no, I'm going to play this gig with the band. You know what I mean? And it's like, and she's running away. He's like, you don't know where we are. Like, oh, you'll be in the same field as last year, da.
Exactly. And then so
Oh,
she turns up and fucking, hey, there's Imelda. You made it. Look at me hair. I've not got me dress. I'll buy you a dress. Oh, will you? She can pay me back later. You fucking cow.
but again, Deco's ego is just causing trouble in the band and all that, isn't it? He's going, this is my band and all this, and everybody's
Well,
just
as
getting
it's
fed
only
up.
gig two, and I'm sure it's only gig two for them as well, but you can already see the signs that they can't be asked, man, because Deco's got the dicky bow and the shirt opened, Outspan's no got a dicky bow, and other ones haven't got a jacket. You know what I mean? It's starting to
Yep.
look ragtag already.
Aye. And it's like all the bands are they're all starting to infight with one another, aren't they? There's all the arguments sporadically breaking out left and right. It's just that you can tell it's not got long to go, but the
Because Billy
again,
turns up with Bernie, and Derek says, "Oh fuck, is he poking her now?" He goes, "Well, he gave
aye,
me a ride."
I bet he did. But
And B Billy's like, "Must be dipping his dick in fucking steroids."
aye, but they're out again. They're out and wherever. No, we've ran out of places to say this looks like. No, I mean, looks like Chechnya.
Aye,
They're, they're
murder.
posing up on top of this rubble for a photo, aren't they? Oh,
See when they're singing in that gig as well. See for all their infighting there's just starting and costumes are starting to weigh. Deco sings, and the lassies look at him as if respect. You know what I mean?
aye.
It's just they're in awe of his voice kind of thing. But obviously that's an act, in it? Because I fucking hate one hard man. But Billy's
Aye.
had enough of him, man.
Aye.
Billy can't handle him. He's like, was it? Because he knocks the drums. He knocks Billy's drums. He goes like that. You fucking George Michael. It's coming. It's coming. You're getting it. Know what I mean?
Aye. Aye. Because the next day, into they're posing for this picture, obviously for like a poster or something like that. And like he says, wee Billy drives up in his van and he says to Jimmy, nah, that's me. I'm leaving the band. I just can't handle him anymore. And I'm going to end up hitting him. And I'm out on probation for hitting another guy like him. You're just like,
Brilliant. For hitting a fucking idiot just like that. But Jimmy doesn't take it well again. He goes, "I ram your fucking van up your arse," and starts booting it and all that. He drives away. But again, the next time they all start out, he goes back in, they all start arguing about sex and money and well, it would be nice to get money if we ever get fucking paid. He goes, I'm fucking working on it in the pub, innit?
aye,
And Natalie
aye,
follows him out.
aye. And that's it. She chances her arm like, oh, how's about you take me up the road there and give me a right good scene too, Jimmy? He's like,
I know.
I mean,
And
on a
so when
plate.
she says it, he goes, look, if you weren't my manager, would you take me up the road? Would you take me home? And he goes, but I'm not your manager, and just fucks off. You know what I mean?
Aye, that's it.
Idiot.
Professional. But, mate, no, it's funny, I know, man. There's a wee bit of Ryan, the wee guy who plays the piano. He goes to confession and he's sitting in this confession box and he's going, Father, there's been a lot of cursing and there's 3 women in the band and I've had lustful thoughts and then he goes to say something and then I used to sing hymns all the time, but now I just I hum and it's this mad song. The priest he gets the artist rang, didn't he? And the priest says the other side, no, it was it's just Jerry Rafferty. He's like, I beg your pardon.
Instead of singing hymns, Father, I find myself humming the tune to "When a Man Loves a Woman" by Marvin Gaye, and then the priest just goes, "Percy Sledge." What father? It was Percy Sledge sang that song. Oh, on
Uh,
your cell. So
but
next thing we know, man,
they've got Mad Miko. He's the new drummer, isn't he? And it's just he's he's rattling drums like nobody's business, and it's like sonic booms are going off everywhere. But Jimmy's down the stair talking to this gangster, isn't he?
Mhm.
And this guy's now wanting his money. And just as he goes to take a shot with his pool cue, a bit of the ceiling falls down and hits someone. He's like, what is going on up there? He's like, oh, we're bringing a new drummer.
So Joey arrives with Bernie to steal her chip van, didn't they? Because they need wheels to go to their next gig. So they
Aye.
steal the chip van, man. But what's it he said? Oh, Buddy Holly's famous last words.
I goes, I'm not going in that shit heap or something. And Joey goes, that was Buddy Holly's last words.
What? Yes. Exact same word before the man made his face with that plane on that mountain. So they're all in this back of this chip van, and Deco's, I have to fart. And I say that a lot in this day. What? I fart. I have to fart. It's obviously rotten, man. And they come to a
Oh,
set of lights, didn't they?
because they got that, they push the wee side bit open. So that wee guy and woman to go, we'll have 2 fish suppers, please. No.
Mad Dean. You go, do you have any like, cod in there? Sorry, mister. We only serve sole. Drive away.
I twisted his moustache as he went.
Aye. So next gig, we're already there, and Derek, I notice, is playing the bass upside down.
Mm.
It's quite funny. It doesn't mean nothing. I just spotted it. Dino's playing. He's starting to put his own spin on the songs with the saxophone into, putting wee fills and riffs in and all that. And
Aye,
Joey just looks at him as if you fucking do.
aye, exactly. And it turns out that he was actually playing jazz and no soul, and that's what the big problem is in it. It's like, oh, I just,
It
I
was
just
like,
wanted to get better. Know what I mean? I wanted to push myself. Aye, cards are
you
marked,
ever want
boy.
to express yourself, use that thing in your fucking hand. He's doing a piss at the time, isn't he? So the guy behind the bar sees Jimmy and goes, Jimmy, come here. Says, you guys are great. As people are buying drink left, right, and centre, there's your money. That's 200 quid. So they've been paid, but no sooner has he been paid. And the mad shark turns up, didn't he?
Aye,
But they're singing Chain of Fools on stage.
that's it. Aye, the band's on stage, doing their thing, all that. The crowd's enjoying it and all this. And these mad dogs, didn't they? They come in, see Jimmy, and practically they just take the money off him, didn't they? But Mad Miko, who is now the drummer, sees this and he just goes, "No, that's my money." Tails off his stage, didn't he? Right through this crowd, and it's just chaos, isn't it?
Aye. He just sets about the fucking head honcho, sticks a head in him, breaks his nose. The band are still che 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 playing in the background. And then the guy gets carried with his 2 goons. You're fucking dead, rabbit. Which we never hear anymore.
Aye,
And Miko comes back to the drums. Get it back, and they get back in time and have a big crescendo finish, didn't they?
aye,
After Jimmy jumps up and introduces them.
aye, that's it. But it's like the next day, isn't it? And they read. I think they're going to see Wilson Pickett, isn't it? They're going to meet Wilson Pickett to see if he'll come and play a gig with him. And that's when they read this review they've got in the Herald, and it says, "No, brilliant, done it." And it's like, oh, this is it. Sky's the limit.
So Joey and Jimmy have turned up at the poshest hotel in all of Ireland to see Wilson Pickett, to ask him to jam with him. And Joey says, look, I better get in myself. We left in kind of bad terms the last time and all that. So it still makes you wonder, is you just talking shite, this guy, you know what I mean? He's no jammed with anybody.
Aye,
Or
exactly.
but,
Is he just a con man?
aye. But he does, he takes the paper off him and runs away into the hotel, doesn't he?
Aye, but it's coming up to the next gig, isn't it? And all the band's getting ready and stuff, and that's when like Deco into it because he's a smart guy. What do you think? I've been given an offer to join another band. They've got a record deal and all this stuff, and it's just gets everybody's back up, doesn't it?
Especially when Dean walks in with a haircut and sunglasses. What the fuck is that? A haircut? That's a fucking jazz haircut. You know what I mean?
Aye, it's everybody's. They all think they're Billy Big Boys, don't they? They're all starting to go
Your
their own
suits on?
way.
No wearing it, man. It
Aye,
rides up my arse and all that. I'll wear what I'm fucking wearing. So before all this, Jimmy's met a reporter in the street, and he's told this reporter when's the next gig and all that. Wilson Pickett's coming and he's going to jam with us. He's like, you're full of shit. I'm telling you, world exclusive. So words out.
that's it. Aye, because like you say, they're going to have Wilson Pickett do the gig with him and all this stuff. And again, that triggers like more reporters all going to this gig as well, doesn't it? The place is full.
Just before the gig, fucking Imelda's turned up with Joey this time, and they're all having a go. This is all your fault, you and your fucking dick and all that. In the melee, Steven gets knocked over and he hurts his hand, and he's a piano player, man. Jesus.
Aye. That's it. It's just you see the relationships and that they're all starting to get worn out, aren't they? Everybody's all arguing. Everything just sets everybody off at the drop of a hat. The lassies are all arguing. Like people are arguing with Deco or all this. You know what I mean? And Jimmy's like, what the fuck is going on?
Whenever they get on that stage and start singing, they're amazing, man. Jimmy's doing a piss and still getting interviewed with Terry Wogan. So when did you think the turning point for the band was, Jimmy? Was it when Wilson Pickett turned up? Yes, Terry. The fucker ever shows up. So he's no here yet.
Aye.
Natalie starts singing a solo and looks at Jimmy and all that. Fucking. Then Deco hits it with Try a Little Tenderness. And before he sings it, he just slates Jimmy, doesn't he? Our manager fucked up.
Aye, that was it. Wilson Pickett was supposed to be here Wednesday night and all that, but our manager fucked it up, know what I mean? Practically getting on pelters in front of the whole place, know what I mean?
Aye.
And starts, like you said, singing that song, A Little Tenderness and all that, which they're good at, know what I mean? It's a good gig and all that. Everybody's all loving life. Mm-hmm. But even the wee reporters, they start saying to Jimmy, oh, is there a bit of tension in the band and all that? Because I see you get publicly called out there. And he's like, oh, no, that's just a wee thing. It works itself out, you know? He's just like, all right.
It's part of the act that it's all for show. So the bands are all backstage again, arguing like, fuck, where's Wilson? Bernie starts, the lassies turn on one another, didn't they?
Aye.
Even Bernie's fucking, yeah. Talk to him.
Exactly.
So it's everybody's fell out. There's no, it's dying, man.
It's gone into it. But it's but Jimmy's talking to this guy for a record label as well, isn't it? And he's like, how is the band and all that? There's only infighting and all this that. No, they're all fine. Meanwhile, Deco is up the stairs acting like a diva, isn't he? He's like, when I come on stage, I want a towel and I want mineral water. It's just rubbing people up the ring while you're like, shut up, you dick. Oh.
Nah, he's mental, man. So ends up out the back. Miko's had enough. Must have drummers' backs up all the time. Miko Wallace sticks the hidden Deco at the back, didn't he? Because he's signing autographs and on it.
Aye, that's it. He's had enough with Deco, and he just sets about him in front of these people. And Jimmy walks up with a guy for the record company, and it's like, oh, there is infighting then. Know what I mean? It's totally gone. But as Jimmy goes out to stop Miko battering Deco, is it Natalie shouts out the window, Jimmy, get up here, they're all killing one another.
He walks in, he just sees the carnage, goes, fuck a lot of yous, and just walks out, doesn't he, man?
That's it, I'm done, know what I mean? And it's because they've ruined their chance, know what I mean? That was a guy literally coming to sign him up, and they fucked it, know what I mean?
Aye. So Jimmy's walking down the docks as it looks, and Joey appears on the bike and says, come on you, this is always going to happen, it's not about the money, it's not about the albums. That's a wee bit about that, mate. He says it was about giving people hope and all that, to show that they can something good can come out of the squalor. He says, aye, fuck you, Jimmy, you lied to me and all that. You said Wilson Pickett was coming when you never showed. And Joey still says to his credit, I'm sorry you doubted me. Know what I mean?
Aye. Sorry, you doubted me, brother Rabbitte.
Aye.
But again, Jimmy's walking up the road, isn't he? And he's stepped into Britain in 300 AD, know what I mean? Cobbled streets, and it looks like a castle wall with a drum with something burning in it, know what I mean? I'm like,
Aye.
and but this is like what you said the other night. It's kind of sad for you, isn't it? You says when this bit happens.
It's fucking. It broke me the first time I seen it, and it still breaks me because I know it's only a film, but it's like a fucking real band. You know what I mean? This limo approaches Jimmy in the dark after he's chucked it, flung everything away, and the limo driver goes like, "Hey, do you know where the Thingy Club is? It's just down there, but it's shut now." And the driver just turns around and goes, "Back to the hotel, Mister Pickett." And Jimmy's like that before he can set in, the motor's off scan it. So he was coming.
That's it. So he questioned Joey's character, know what I mean? And it's how close it would have been for him to be there, know what I mean? Because if he'd have been there, they might have it on and became a massive band, know what I mean?
So it just ends with Jimmy doing the last interview with Terry Wogan in the mirror to himself, isn't it?
Aye.
And it kind of gives you a wee rundown of where everybody is and what they went on to do, doesn't it?
That's it. Bernie, she ends up doing a wee country singer band. Natalie end up becoming mega famous. Deco gets a recording company, and it becomes a bigger dick than ever. Know what I mean?
Imelda married Dopey Greg, and I heard there's a baby on the way, so she just done exactly what her sister done.
Aye.
And what many young lasses did. It was good to see Natalie made it, know what I mean?
Aye.
And then he goes, "Have you got any last words, Jimmy?" "Yes, Terry. We skipped the Lloyd Fandango, turned cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick, but the crowd called out for more." What does that mean, Jimmy? Fucked if I know, Terry. That's it, man.
Aye.
And
The end. But this is what I'm talking about. See, with Jimmy, like, what is Jimmy? Know what I mean? How does he know all these people? Know what I mean? How does he know these reporters and all this stuff? Know what I mean? Is he just and know what I
Jack
mean?
Lad, isn't he? He's a jack of all trades. He's well known.
Aye.
I'd imagine. And that's it. So, but I wonder what he went on to do, you know what I mean? Because he obviously showed good acumen for the music business.
That's
He
it.
did pick the right people, but they just didn't get on.
Aye.
But an absolutely brilliant film. If you've not watched it, get on it, man. Just get it, watch it. It's brilliant. The music's brilliant. Even just going by the soundtrack, soundtrack's brilliant. Or stream it off YouTube or Spotify or something. Excellent. This is the kind of this film was the one that made me get into singing because in back catalogue Mustang Sally, Try a Little Tenderness, Dark End of the Street, and all that. I've done all that when I used to sing in pubs and stuff. So it's got a lot of weight with me, and for that fact, it's a fucking 10 out of 10 for me, mate.
Aye, mate, I enjoyed it and all that. The funny bits are funny, but what I say is, mate, everything Ireland just looks so bleak. The only thing that's a different colour is the grass. Everything else is grey. But
Grass in this, was there? I didn't see any. The only thing I thought was bright was the fires. Just what I mean.
But
obviously,
I'll get an 8, mate. I'll get an 8. An 8.
I think it's a visual nod to the Troubles without mentioning the Troubles, obviously, and unemployment being rife and all that kind of stuff because didn't have the British opportunities, I would imagine, because it's no part of Britain. And maybe I'm wrong, but it was cinematography wise, it was done brilliantly. If it was trying to portray the fact that some good can come out of no very much, then it done it well.
Aye, definitely.
That's, got a wee Glaswegianism for
it. No, no, really.
Just, all in. All in.
There you go.
Ball deep.
Ball deep. Oh, Jesus.
Sure one.
Oh.
So Thank you, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. That was the Commitments 1991. Do yourself a favour, man. Don't leave it off your playlist. Next week, don't know when we're recording. My Waynes are off school for the next 6-7 weeks. That's why we're doing this at night time. Because Chris and I usually work the same shift pattern. We're usually off. Kids are usually in nursery. We do it nice and early in the morning. More than right, but mate.
As you might be able to tell, see if you watch this on YouTube, how the darkness has just spread across my room.
You're a wee bit duller and I'm a wee bit more yellow because I'm underneath a light. I mean, the big light. I'm underneath the big light.
Getting terrified in here. I wait to see the bogeyman, you know. And there's dark corners and that's where he hides. That's where he comes for you.
No. He hides in the wheat, in the cornfields, mate. All the other baddies. Every bad thing in Monster hides in the corn.
Oh, chill, mate.
So what'll be? You going to divulge what we're up to next week anyway, or are you just going to keep it under wraps?
Oh, keep it under wraps because I know I had it decided last night, but 2 films have popped into my head now, and now I'm wondering if we do them now. So, know what I mean?
Fine. Whatever you choose will be smashing, I'm sure. Aye, so that was us, episode 8, series 3 of What's the Script? Thanks very much for listening.
Yes, cheery bye.
Cheery bye.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to